My mate gave me his old PC. This has been sitting in his cupboard for about a year. It's pretty dusty. I'm going to give it a good clean out before I do anything else with it. I'll just show you a wee bit of how dirty this thing was. I won't show you too much of the actual cleaning process, but I'll show you kind of before and after, and then we'll start benchmarking this thing. It's got a 3rd gen i5 in it, 8GB of RAM and a 650 Ti. So not too bad. It's not too dusty inside it. To be honest, I was expecting a lot worse seeing the front of it and the dust filter, but the dust filter seems to have caught quite a lot of it. Graphics card was particularly bad. It used to burn incense near the computer and left a black residue all over the graphics card. Used 99% alcohol and cotton buds, kitchen roll. The graphics card alone probably took about 2.5 hours to clean. And that's it, all cleaned out. Some new thermal paste went on it as well. Thermal Grizzly is what I've got for my own machine, so I just use that. Looks brand new. Look at how dry the thermal paste is for the cooler. It's just as well I was planning on stripping this all down and cleaning it anyway. I always reapply thermal paste to stuff once it's over a certain age. Starting to look a lot tidier now. I really hate these Molex adapters. Took these out, just plugged the fan straight into the motherboard. Much tidier. Doing a bit of the cable management. Had a spare fractal design fan sitting about, so I just popped that in here, so we've got an intake and an outtake. For the hard drives, I'm using this 120GB SSD, and I've got a 500GB hard drive. I got a TV box for the games.
Go.
So first up we've got Fortnite. I used shadow play to record the footage and MSI Afterburner to display the stats. Using shadow play will have a bit of a performance impact, but it wasn't too bad. Some of the footage is a bit stuttery, but other than that it seemed to run pretty well. Obviously I'd get a few more frames if I wasn't recording at the same time. CPU gets quite hot, but the graphics card's nice and cool, so yeah, pretty happy with the results. Respectable 65 frames a second, so can't argue with that. Next up we've got Fall Guys. I'll just show you the settings I used. So I set it to medium and turned VSync off. To record this game I bought a really cheap capture card off eBay for about £11. Unfortunately it doesn't record 1080p at 60 frames a second, so you're seeing 720p at 60 frames. Game ran pretty well. Seemed to just stay pretty much at 59 frames a second, but that's perfect. But yeah, an average of 59 frames a second, it's pretty good for a PC that I got for absolutely nothing that my mate was going to chuck out.